Happy to be back again. I will be throwing more light on this topic, sensitive period, with a lot of illustrations relevant to both humankind as well as animal kind to help us better. Let me start off with the life cycle of a butterfly. Like any responsible mother, the female butterfly chooses a very sheltered place to lay its eggs, which is completely free from the vision of predators like animals and birds, and from the effect of the atmospheric elements like the wind, the rain, or the sunlight. After a few days, these eggs will start hatching, and tiny little caterpillars are seen coming out of it. These caterpillars, at the age of 0, have the response towards sensitive period. They become extremely sensitive towards sunlight, and that makes them travel towards almost the end of the branch, where they have their natural conquest fulfilled. They meet with a lot of sunlight, and the conquest number one is done, and done well. Now, what are the perks of being there? They are going to end up having the right food. These tiny caterpillars can feed only upon the tender leaves and buds and not the matured leaves. And all of these are witnessed only in the end of the branches. And by the time they reach, they are characterized by a ravenous hunger. They eat almost 300 times their size. And after this eating period is over, which might take around 15 to 20 days, they are now 30 times their original size. So, the first sensitivity has given them enough food and has become the solution to the need of the hour. Now, this conquest is now going to push the caterpillar to its next stage of life, which is the larva. And this time, they are going to become completely indifferent towards light. They simply don't care about light. The sensitivity towards light is gone. They start shedding their own saliva. They start spinning it in the form of a thread-like structure, making it a pupa. And inside the pupa, they are going to be leading a life devoid of sunlight and devoid of food, which they were attracted to for such a long time. But within that, they are now going to encounter the most important stage of their life, which is going to give them a lot of growth and development and result in the external manifestation of looking like a beautiful piece of creation, that is the colorful butterfly that we see all around. Now, what has this sensitive period got to do? It does not only aid physical growth but also gives them the mental growth. And the other thing is, it gives them the sense of confidence, the confidence that comes out of the natural conquest that they are able to meet out. The same thing happens in the life of a child also. Just like I told you, when there are a lot of impulses from within and he is now directed in the direction of those impulses and he is able to attain his goal, he feels wonderful, joyful, and his life is full of enthusiasm, and he ventures out for the next conquest. But on the contrary, if he is not able to make it, what really happens to him? He starts feeling weak, both physically and mentally. We generally call it as becoming inept, lacking physical fitness or lacking the mental aptitude. So, this puts him in a stage of lot of agitation and sometimes can also externally manifest in the form of unruly behavior or uncontrollable behavior. And that is the most crucial thing that we as educators and as parents have to deal very carefully with. Not to choose the wrong way of bringing it under control. Now, this uncontrollable behavior could be what we call as the tantrums or the whims or caprice of the child. How do we deal with them? We basically have to understand that these are the result of just two things. Either they have an unsatisfying need inside them, or unsatisfied goal inside them, or it could be their sense of danger or alarm. I would like to take two examples from my own life. Every night in the middle of the sleep, my son starts yelling, saying that there's a dino beside me trying to eat me, and he becomes really uncontrollable. But I've always understood that he's a very logical person, so I choose that tool of bringing logics to him. I point out to the windows and doors, saying that, look, Papa, the doors and windows are sealed, they're closed. There's no way that the dino can step in, and that will not put him to peace right away. It takes a lot of time, takes a lot of cuddles, pats, and even after that, if he's still not able to make it, I also tell him that why do you have to fear when mama is here? Simple statement that will enhance or strengthen the bond between the mom and the child. Because for the child, the hero, the believer, everything is the mom. And he feels very secure with the mom. It could be that situation. And on the other hand, if he's not able to make certain things, he tries to put it in words to tell me. But if he's not able to put them in a proper sentence, he starts giving a random rhythm, which is quite annoying. But that is the way that he expresses that he is not able to express it to me. And it is inherently meaning that, Mama, I'm not able to tell you, please try to understand. So that time, take him along, take him to that place where he is not able to do it, ask him to show the certain things, ask him to express what really did not work out for him. And that will help them to calm down, give them the solution. And that is exactly what is expected out of parents to deal with these uncontrollable behavior. So let us start thinking, let us start understanding these concepts, let us start thinking in their shoes to make our lives as well as their lives better. Hope this information helps. Thank you. Bye bye.